गुरु दशा बहुत लोगों की शुरू होती है, लेकिन मैंने ऐसा बहुत रेयर देखा है कि हम ईएमए में क्या है ना 10 या 13 डिफरेंट अलग अलग तरह की दशाओं को कंबाइन करते हैं।
अच्छा,
ऐसा मैंने बहुत रेयर देखा है कि 6-7 दशा एक साथ राहु की चल रही है, बहुत रेयर है। और अब वो 6-7 दशा एक साथ गुरु की चलेंगी तो आप समझ लीजिए आपका क्या मैजिक है ना?
करेक्ट।
So thanks for coming.
Shivo, maybe that is why he has come here today. He has come to the right place to get the guidance.
And Gargi, we have a common friend, Gargi. She sent me the link,
Awesome. Yeah, we love Gargi. So we'll be getting started in a couple minutes. I still see new people joining in, so welcome. Hi Kushal, nice to see you here. Hello Anil. Hello Leena Nigam. Hello.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
Hi Leena. Good. How did you hear from us, about us?
Actually, I'm in Consciously Positive group. I'm a speaker on Wednesday. So I have joined this.
Yeah, I thought your name was familiar. So you are through the Maven Consciously Positive thing, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Welcome here.
Thank you.
We have quite a bit of people here, including Manisha and Shivo, and many of us who have been Maven speakers and associated with them. So happy to connect again. Who's the iPhone? Pranav? Hi. Shall we get started? We have a very exciting program ahead of us. So maybe in a minute, yeah, whenever you're ready, yeah. So Mukul is actually bringing me back that Leena ji, you also been to one of our Adda sessions, right? You have been a guest as a numerologist in our Adda session through Leena ji. So welcome. Welcome Nita Foy. Yes, MJ, over to you.
So, thank you, Mansi. May I start, Shivo sir and Mansi? So, welcome. In today's very special APY session, introspection of Astro Power Yantra. And this is the most awaited intro session. And I was waiting for this session from last 1 year. मैं आप सबका स्वागत करती हूँ तहे दिल से। स्वागत करते आपका दिलो जान से, स्वागत करते आपका दिलो जान से, प्यारे हो आप सब हमें दिलो जान से। क्वांटो लाइफ की प्रेम पाती पाकर आप आए यहाँ, क्वांटो लाइफ की प्रेम पाती पाकर आप आए यहाँ, नतमस्तक हैं हम आपको देखकर यहाँ। क्वांटो का संदेश है बहुत छोटा पर बड़े काम का, क्वांटो का संदेश है बहुत छोटा पर बड़े काम का। इन्वोकेशन और सिंथेसिस से बसते हमारे प्राण यहाँ। शिवो का उद्देश्य, शिव हमारे गुरु हैं, शिवो का उद्देश्य सबको खुशहाल यहाँ, शिवो का उद्देश्य है सबको रखना खुशहाल यहाँ। मानसी की कोशिश रहती प्रगति के पथ पर हो इंसान यहाँ। खुद को ही खाक होना पड़ता है, खुद को ही खाक होना पड़ता है जन्नत पाने के लिए। बस एक बार ही तो उठ के चलना पड़ता है गिरने के बाद। स्वागत है आपका श्रीमान हमारी मधुशाला में। हर कोई सीखता है यहाँ लिखना अपनी कथा यहाँ. So this is Quanto Life. This is heroic potential. We are tapping here your heroic potential. So I welcome you all in today's very special Astro Power Yantra, and this session is conducted under Quanto Life. What is Quanto Life? Quanto Life is a spiritual university without rituals. Quanto Life is a very good blend of spirituality and science. My dear friends, we have learned or we are very much familiar about quantum physics. Have you experienced ever quantum physics? It sounds good, na? So यहाँ पे we as a part of Quanto Life members, daily we are experiencing quantum physics. Daily we are experiencing law of energies. Daily we are experiencing that particular vibrations by invocation and Quanto Life, Shivo sir and Mansi, they are the two pillars of Quanto Life. शिवो सर ने क्वांटो लाइफ की एक पूरी बगिया बनाई, मानसी ने उस बगिया में बहुत सारे फूल लगाए, बहुत सारे पौधे लगाए, और हम एज अ मेंबर, एज अ वॉलेंटियर उस बगिया के महकते कलियां हैं जो हमारी लाइफ ट्रांसफॉर्म हो रही है. एंड नाउ वी आर चेंजिंग आवर लाइफ इनटू ब्यूटीफुल फ्लावर. सो वी आर इनवाइटिंग यू ऑल हियर टू राइट योर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन स्टोरी विथ अस. We are offering more than 20 customized program. So हर उम्र के लिए एक अलग प्रोग्राम है. यूथ के लिए भी है, तो लेडीज के लिए भी है, तो जेंट्स के लिए, क्योंकि प्रॉब्लम सबकी अलग अलग है. So if the problems are different, so programs should be different. And there are some common programs, there are some yearly programs as well. Invocation and synthesis. What is this invocation and synthesis? Today, we will take the taste of this invocation and synthesis at the end of the program. So I want to invite Mansi here. Who is Mansi? When I met Mansi first time, when she introduced herself to me, मुझे ऐसे लगा कि यार, she is the scholar of chemistry, वो भी ऑक्सफोर्ड, वो भी कैलिफोर्निया यूनिवर्सिटी में फॉरेन में पढ़ती है, फॉरेन में पढ़ाती है. एंड मुझे ऐसे लगा कि भाई पहली बार बात किया तो इट वाज लाइक कि पता नहीं कैसे बात करेगी, बिकॉज एक रहता है ना कि इतनी, व्हेन द पर्सन इज वेरी एजुकेटेड, तो एक हमारा ऑरा हम बना लेते हैं उसका कि माइट बी शी इज वेरी, यू नो, शी विल नॉट टॉक टू मी वेरी नाइसली. बट सब खत्म. इमेज जो मैंने क्रिएट की थी, इट वाज नॉट लाइक दैट. I met her in a program where she was talking about her father's liberation. And that day, she invited me to join Quanto Life's program. And this Quanto Life program was Astro Power Yantra celebration program. And this program, that program has changed my life. So I really invite you to all, please, 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 if you really want to change your life, this is the best opportunity to join. So Mansi, she lives in California, and she's a very beautiful guru, tarot master, and whatnot. मन के तार जो छेड़े तूने, मन के तार जो छेड़े तूने, मन हो गया कायल तेरा, सरल सरस भाव भंगिमा करते हैं गुणगान तेरा. I welcome you, Mansi, to introduce you and Shiva sir. Thank you so much.
एमजे, तुम ऐसी महफिल बना देती हो ना, इतनी रौनक होती है. It's just such a beautiful fragrance and you create this ambience. And in this, I would like to introduce Quanto Shivo, the founder of Quanto Life. And, you know, I have introduced Shivo so many times, but he is so multidimensional, so multifaceted that every time I can do a completely different introduction from him. And today I'm going to talk about him as a mystic and an astrologer. So we are in Shivo. Can we highlight Shivo also? Can we have him also in the... So you know, Shivo is an enlightened master as well as an astrologer. And this is a very rare combination because he brings in the accuracy of an astrologer, but he brings in the insights and the crux for you that can change your life and transform your life forever. And he's not just an astrologer, he has invented so many different things in astrology. He has invented karmic progression, which takes into consideration your awareness, your karma score, your social context, because there are 16,000 people who are born at the exact time you are born. Okay, 16,000 people were born when Abdul Kalam was born. There were 16,000 people born at the exact time Einstein was born. How many became Einstein? How many became Abdul Kalam? So he takes into consideration, in energy matrix astrology or in quantum astrology, we are taught how to take in the consideration of what is the awareness of the person, what is the karmic store, what is the social context in which a person who is being raised in a village as opposed to in California might have a different social context, and to take that also into consideration to give him the best possible probability for his life. He has worked, especially in the past 10 years, extensively on creating an astrological model, which is the space-time continuum astrological model, which looks at 10,000 years of history. It looks at mythology. It looks at the geographical records or geological records of Earth, and it has come up with what are the trends in consciousness for the next 300 years or so. He has come up with 50 years consciousness cycles, which can make very accurate short-term predictions. I remember when we were having the 2020 USA elections, it was very much up in the air that whether Biden is going to make it or Trump. And in those times, it felt like Trump can do no wrong. Like no matter what he does, he's still on the top. And that time Shivo had predicted that, Trump is going to, not only is he going to lose because the consciousness cycle, which was on the bottom, is now moving up. But he also predicted that once he loses, he will never be able to gain the same ground again. So this was a prediction that was very important to me, and I completely remember. So he has come up with these 50-year consciousness cycles on how the consciousness goes up and who is at the top when consciousness is at the bottom and who is at the top when the consciousness is at the top. And this is fascinating. We have all heard of the Yuga cycle. We've heard of Satyug, Satyug, Treta Yug, Dwapar Yug, Kal Yug. But Shivo has really explained that why these cycles happen. What is the difference between the Dwapar Yuga of Krishna and the Dwapar Yuga that we are living today? He will tell, what is the crux? What is different? Krishna is still an amazing role model for us, but really what is different and what is the crux there that we can include in our own life? And finally, today we are going to talk more about the Astro Power Yantra. I have had lifelong interest in astrology and astronomy, thanks in part because of my dad who was a psychic. And I can tell you there is nothing like Astro Power Yantra in the world, like absolutely nothing. This is groundbreaking. And it is so simplified. Today you will hear stories on how it has changed people's life. You will also see a sample of that. But I want to tell you that with Astro Power Yantra, this science and art of astrology really becomes Jyotish. Jyotish means lighting your own path. And astrology is extremely complex. It has so many factors. I'll go into detail, in some time. But it is so complex, and he has simplified it so that you can understand your own horoscope. Because you know what? Let's face it. The most horoscope that we are interested in is in ours. The most life we know about is ours. So we are the right persons to really understand our own chart. He's made it so simplified that you can use it every day to make the best choices in your life. So with this, I would like to invite and introduce the man of the hour, Quanto Shivo. Welcome, Shivo.
Hi, Mansi. Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction. And thanks all the guests for joining in here.
Welcome. So MG, over to you. So I see a couple of questions. Can we invite them to put it in the chat, and we'll take it up? So I see Pradeep ji and I see Mrs. Grover. Yeah.
Are we taking question, or should we call for participants to sharing?
They will share. You can invite the sharing.
Okay.
You can go ahead.
Okay. So this is the beauty of Quanto Life sessions. We have participants who have already attended programs. So this is earlier also we have conducted program last year. So I want to invite some participants to share their experiences. So I want to call Mukul for sharing his experience. How was his experience with APY and what is his transformation journey after doing APY? So Mukul, are you there? Welcome, Mukul.
Hi, Manisha. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. Hello, everyone. So APY, I was introduced to API last year, and
can we introduce Mukul a bit? Yeah, Manisha, Mansi, can you please introduce Mukul?
Okay. So Mansi, you are introducing, or I think you introduced.
Mukul, please fill me in, because I know you so intimately now that if I don't get your professional achievements right, please, please include that. So Mukul is a philanthropist, along with he works for the Bank of America. Can you share your title, Mukul?
lead analyst.
Yeah, he's a lead analyst at the Bank of America. He's also a philanthropist, and he has Jayashree Foundation that does amazing work at the grassroots level. I think that, when you look at this profile, it might be very, very, very interesting to know that he is now, he's now a huge part of an Astro Power Yantra team. And I think, Mukul, this also you discovered that you have a heroic potential for this in the Astro Power Yantra, right? You would have never thought about it, right? Because from your profile, this would have never come to you that you have a heroic potential related to astrology.
Yes, Mansi, and thanks for introducing. I'm not philanthropist. I'm just a small social worker. So
okay, then I'll add one more thing. He's also extremely humble. Go on.
So I remember initially I started learning astrology, and then I realized that ये तो विद्वान लोगों का काम है. It's not my cup of tea, because there are so many houses, zodiacs. In each house there are so many keywords and there are so many meanings, so it's very profound science. I think after quantum science, that's the most difficult science to master. So actually I have high respect for astrologers, and then I realized it's not for me. Then when I was introduced to APY is a very, very simplified form of astrology. So the way I look at it is like this, because in life we always feel that we are product of our environment. But if you look at history, there have been numerous examples wherein we have seen like Ravan and Bibhishan grew up in the same family, same environment, but they were poles apart. Kauravas and Pandavas, same environment, same teacher, same guru, still they were opposite. So we are not really product of our environment. Yes, I agree. Sometimes the environment puts pressure on us, so we are forced to take certain choices, but we are product of our choices actually. And she always say that the kind of choices that we make depends on our consciousness. So we are a product of our choices. In today's world, we see there are so many choices. There is one interesting case study wherein it is found that the high performing individuals, they use same type of clothes every day. Same kind of clothes, same color, same attire. just different pieces. They will have 5-7 pieces. Why? Just to
Yes,
get
Mark
rid of that.
Zuckerberg, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are many people like that.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg, he shared his closet photograph. That's why that became the famous example. Just to get rid of that decision fatigue, what to wear every day, because there are so many clothes. Even small people, even the poor people have a lot of clothes to wear. There are so many choices in everything. बच्चे को कौन से स्कूल में डालना है, जॉब करूँ या बिजनेस करूँ, ये करूँ वो करूँ. These are the chaotic times that we live in. So in this context, मुझे लगता है कि APY is a very very powerful tool, and it is a very very simplified form of astrology. You don't need to have a background in astrology. You can simply see your chart, and it tells you what is right for you, what is not right for you. And I will give my example. My fifth house is low auspiciousness but high intensity, so I get exposed to a lot of things. So if I really start focusing on everything, then my life will be screwed, because those are not the right opportunities for me, because the auspiciousness is low. But my auspiciousness is high on 10th and 11th house. 11th house is the humanitarian house, gain, fame, and friends. So that is completely aligned, because I'm involved in social work. So that gives me more peace, more happiness, joy, fulfillment. This is the magic when we are completely aligned with our auspiciousness. And I think that's where the heroic potential comes out, when we are aligned with our auspiciousness. So in that context, I would like to say APY is a must tool in today's time, because we will not go into details, but as we see, pace of life has really increased in last 25 years. It started accelerating from last 300 years, but in last 25 years, it has accelerated really fast. So the traditional tools, methodologies, they have very limited scope and usefulness in today's time. So Shivo himself has done a lot of research and experimentation and validation over a decade. Then he came up with this tool. So we can understand what level of effort has gone into making this tool. And we are now into automating this. We are embedding technology, and we want to make this available online, so that the higher level of predictions like yearly, monthly, weekly, and even daily predictions are possible. So we are working on it. It's still 1.5 year away, but at least the chart is ready. We get charts ready. So this is phenomenal invention, I would say, and I'm so lucky to be part of this journey, and this has really cleared my confusions. I'm very clear headed what I should do, what I should not do, and some of the samples we will also show you on the screen in some time. That will give an idea how the chart actually looks like, and what is the meaning of auspiciousness, what is meaning of intensity, and that will cover. I think I have taken a lot of time, so that's all for now.
Mukul, thank you. And I just want to say that when Mukul got his chart, he immediately asked for his wife and son's chart too. And
Yes.
I think this has been a trend with most of our APY participants, that when they find that it is so useful and instantly you can use it, they get the charts of their entire family.
Yes, and it's, as I said, right, in my message also I wrote, if you are a good father, this is the best gift that you can give to your children. Because you will understand your children better, your children will understand themselves better, and the relationships will be really strong and deep. And one more reason I got charts for our entire family, because the charts are also very cheap. So it's not that we have created something very unique and we are charging something like what iPhone charges. It's not like that. So it's really a miracle. Powerful things are very handy and available. So thanks to Shivo and Mansi and the entire APY team. Chetan also. Chetan is the one who has actually done a lot of work on this. So we'll introduce him shortly. So back to Mansi.
Yeah, thank you, Mukul. And since you were talking about the value, I just want to say that a chart, if you just want the chart, it is only for 1100 rupees. And the videos to understand the chart and to understand the placements are all available to you. So you can do your own study. And so yeah, Mukul, we've had a lot of people take advantage of that.
Absolutely.
And that is what we want, because we want more and more heroes in the world who are living their full potential.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, MJ. And before MJ talks, I would also want to invite that if anyone, we have many APY participants here. If they want to share a specific insight they got from APY that, changed their life, or that they included into their profiles, please give your names and you're welcome to share. Yes, MJ.
So thank you, Mukul, and very well said that कि यदि बच्चे से करते हो प्यार तो APY का सबसे अच्छा गिफ्ट दे सकते हैं, because now everything is changed. So Mukul has quoted the name of Chetan ji. So I want to invite Chetan ji. Are you there, Chetan ji?
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, thanks, Manisha.
I can't see
Hi.
you, Chetan ji. Yeah. Hi, welcome,
yeah, hi.
Chetan ji. So
Yeah,
Chetan ji, I will request you to please introduce yourself, because first time I am introducing you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I really want to introduce yourself, and please give us some insight.
Yeah, Pranam Shivo, Pranam Anshi. Hi, Manisha. Thanks to Mukul for giving a short intro. Basically, I'm the guy who loves to be in the, in the backside of APY, not on the front side of it. So basically, I work with Shivo on APY automation and research. So the last few months, I mean, if you remember the first session APY, the charts were getting manually calculated. It used to take like 2 days to create one chart. This is the hard effort what the team used to do. But in the last few months, we could automate this, and now it just takes 10 minutes to create one chart. So a lot of thoughts, a lot of algorithms, a lot of formulas has gone through it. And how I could do, because I mean, I'm HRY professional, but I'm also an astrologer. So I mean, I can sync up with Shivo very easily to understand, because when you compare Vedic astrology or any branch of Vedic astrology, so there are like lot of things. And in astrology, we say you need to take multiple births to master astrology. It is not a subject which can be learned in one birth. But the good thing about the APY is, even I think Mukul also mentioned, like you don't need to be a perfect in astrology. So it is a simplified astrology, and Shiva has used his like wisdom and vast knowledge and experience of different branches of astrology, and he has simplified in one capsule. It is just like one short capsule which can give you the same energy as you could read thousands of branch. So I mean, if I have to explain you how you can benefit it, I think most of you would read your daily zodiac, right? Like based on your sun sign, if somebody's Aries, somebody's a Taurus, Gemini, whatever. So you will open the paper and read how is my day. But keep in mind, like if you're reading an Aries zodiac, millions of people are reading the same line, And what API can give you, it is a personalized zodiac for you. Like you can know how my day is going to be, how my month is going to be, how my year is going to be. So you can plan for your future. And that is just a customized thing for you. And you don't need an astrologer for that. You can with just like few basic lessons of like 2 to 3 days, which Mansi has planned and which she will talk about it. You can just self-analyze your own future, and you can know, as Mukul said, like his fifth house is like weak in terms of auspiciousness. So you know where I have to put my effort in the next 1 year, 5 years, and make a future plan. So it empowers you and enables you to take your own decision. So that's the power of APY. And let me tell you one thing, that the current version of APY, whatever at stage we are, but Shivo's plan is to add more and more variants to it. So in the next 1.5 years, as Mukul mentioned, the path of the automation, we'll be adding lot of factors. And the set of participants who enroll, like the participants from first version, second version, third one, so they will get chances to even expand their own view towards it. I mean, that is what I will say. I mean, Mansi, if I miss anything, let me know which you want me to cover. Otherwise, I'm good. Thank you. And this is like, I mean, I love to work with Shivo and Mansi and the team. And yeah.
Oh, my special thanks to Chetan for his enthusiasm, for his expertise, for his keen insights. And he's an extremely, extremely busy person. He is at a very, very high position in a multinational, um, and he gets very little time, but he just finds time for, he's always so excited. It's like literally, it is like his pastime or it is like his hobby. And he's always reach out. I've seen him that we have such intense discussions, and he is always recharged after these discussions. And he's a very keen student of astrology, currently doing a 3-year course with Bharati Vidya Bhavan, right? Vidyapit,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
So he also has a lot of insights on what is traditional astrology. And then, yeah, so thank you, Chetan, for your wonderful contributions.
Thank you, Shivo. And Shivo, this is not my pastime or hobby. This is my love for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Shivo, we have a comment by, I think, Arun, and he is saying that if the introduction lesson would be first, then he would enjoy, he could relate more to people's experience. Would you like to share something about that?
Yeah, so everyone who is sharing, like Mukul shared, that is the introduction, how it benefited, what was the insight. Chetan described a lot of stuff, which is about what APY is. So everybody who's going to share here will share specific APY insights. Yeah, and it's good to know whether it has benefited people, whether it is practical or not, isn't it? Yeah, Mansi, please.
Absolutely. Yes, MJ, if you would like to invite other people.
Yeah, thank you. So I want to invite here none other than Preeti. Preeti, are you there? Welcome, Preeti. Preeti has a unique potential. She can see past lives also. She can not only see her past lives, but she is blessed to see others' past life also. She is a very good tarot reader and she is an astrologer as well. And she has learned APY also. So Preeti, I just want to know, since you are an astrologer and then you have done APY course, so what the difference you have, find after doing the APY and what is your transformation story? Preeti, you're not audible. No. Preeti, are you using Bluetooth? No, then we can't hear you. No.
Maybe she can log in again and we can invite someone else in the meantime.
Yeah.
You know what, there's a question by Sachin. So Sachin, we will be reading some charts of our past participants. So to get your chart and to get your APY chart is a complex process. So it's not like we will need the birth dates and we'll need several other information. And so we will be looking at the charts of past participants today, okay? we'll be looking at least one sample. And then Suchi will announce a gift for everyone when it's her chance to share. So yeah, stay tuned. And then Ranjana is asking that she has a 14-year-old daughter in 10th standard. Can she do this course and will it help her make choices? Yeah, absolutely. And actually, it's an amazing tool. Hello.
Yes, Preeti. Yes, Preeti.
Yes, Preeti. So yes, absolutely. We have used some form of the APY even with kids, and it really lightens up what are the best choices for them, and it can be a tremendous help to them. So yes, Ranjana, she can. Yes, Preeti, welcome back.
Yeah. Pranam everyone, and I have a deep gratitude to this space, which led me into the flow of life once again. I've into occult since many years. First, I learned Reiki, then I learned tarot, and then I learned astrology. And with Vedic astrology, there is a block that I am not into too much ritualistic और बहुत सारा हम ये जो भी होता है ना कि मंत्र पढ़ो, ये करो और इस तरह दान करो, इस गाय को खिलाओ, ये करो, बहुत सारा हम अपने आप को बदलने की जगह बहुत सारी हम दूसरी चीजों में उलझ जाते हैं. तो थ्रू APY what I learned is कि यस जहां पर आपको एक अपने आप को नियम में बांधने की बात है या अपने आप से रिलेट होता है वो काम करो, और बाकी आप अपना साइकिक के थ्रू यू कैन गो इनटू दैट प्रॉब्लम एरिया ऑफ योर लाइफ थ्रू एस्ट्रोलॉजी, और वहां पर डीप आप जाकर के अपना लाइफ पाथ देख सकते हो. कहीं ना कहीं हम सबकी लाइफ में कोई ना कोई हाउस, कोई ना कोई स्पेस ऐसा होता है कि जहां पर प्रॉब्लम होती है, जहां से डीप प्रॉब्लम आ रही होती है, और एक स्ट्रक्चर में हम अपने आप को बंधा हुआ फील करते हैं. थ्रू APY वी हैव द पाथ फ्रॉम देयर ओनली, एंड दैट इज द ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन एरिया. सो व्हाट ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन वी हैव टू गेट थ्रू, ये हमें APY के थ्रू बहुत अच्छे से पता चलता है, एंड दिस इज क्लियर्ड बाय शिवो ओनली. And luckily we have a beautiful team to clear all that mess जो हमारी लाइफ में क्रिएट हुआ होता है, and we learn it and came to know it through the planets, through the astrological position of the planets, through their degrees and all. But उससे निकलना कैसे है ये हमें APY और उसके सिंथेसिस जो शिवो ने हमारी लाइफ में दिए, and it's a beautiful gift to the humanity. I think this is the best way to deal with humanity.
So Pranam Preeti, so hi. So I want to share with respect to your horoscope, because you've also done Vedic astrology before, but I want to say that when you got your APY scores, right, your 6th house, you saw how intense it was, which means intensity means how many events are going to happen, and then it's a house of what?
Yeah.
And auspiciousness. So we have positive or negative scores. That how good is that happening going to be? How good is that event going to be? And you had very good scores in the 6th house and 7th house. And you have integrated that concepts, right? You have integrated when you did workshops, you have done it in partnership with Rajkumari here, right?
Yes. I have a very critical 7th house and 6th house. So instead of cribbing and cursing, I emerged from that houses only. So we take the positive aspects of that house and how to imbibe that into my life, in day-to-day life. And it changed the perspective from the beginning. It changed from the roots, basically. आपके जीवन में सोचने का, देखने का, चीजों को महसूस करने का तरीका बदल जाता है, और there is a complete transformation within you, and people around you observe that and they will change accordingly. It takes time, but कईयों की लाइफ में बहुत जल्दी हो जाता है, लेकिन कुछ को थोड़ा टाइम लगता है, लेकिन होता है चेंज. If you feel it through your heart, तो change will happen and it will transform your life. It are transformatory. और उसमें क्या होता है ना कि जैसे आप बच्चों का है, बच्चों की एक ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन एज होती है. एवरी एज इज ट्रांसफॉर्मेटिव एज. वो टीन्स में जा रहे हैं, वो एक अपने कॉलेजेस में जा रहे हैं, तो यू कैन सी कि वेयर द ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन नीड्स, वेयर दे हैव टू टैप. हस्बैंड का है सबसे ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम एरिया, तो जैसे वाइफ्स के लिए तो हस्बैंड ही होते हैं. तो यू कैन टैप इनटू देयर एरियाज कि उनको कहाँ ज्ञान देना है, कहाँ उनसे लेना है, क्या देना है.
क्या बात है. So आपकी relationship has gotten better because of that, because you have seen it in front of you, you have seen those scores in front of you, you know exactly. It takes the guesswork, है ना, guessing work चला जाता है उसमें एकदम clearly, you know. हाँ,
ये प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपीरियंस है मेरा. मैं बता रही हूँ, मैंने अपनी लाइफ में सोच ली मुझे इससे कुछ नहीं चाहिए, कुछ नहीं चाहिए, तो कुछ नहीं मिलता था. और अब अनएक्सपेक्टेड मेरा ये एनर्जी पोर्टल क्लियर हुआ कि हाँ, आई हैव टू टेक एवरीथिंग फ्रॉम हिम. तो ही इज गिविंग मी गिफ्ट्स आल्सो. रिसीविंग और गिविंग भी ओपन होता है, बहुत सारी चीजें ओपन होने लगती हैं लाइफ में.
wonderful. I know Preeti recently got a gift from her husband of a wonderful laptop for her work, for her own personal work, so she didn't have to share that with anyone else. So amazing, Preeti.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So it's a gift for yourself. I can say APY is a gift for yourself to deal with life situation, day-to-day basis, everything you can deal with.
Thank you, Preeti.
Yeah,
and amazing to know these changes in your life. And now I would like to invite Suchi to invite the other sharings. Welcome, Suchi.
Hi, pranam everybody. Pranam Mansi, pranam Shivo. I would like to call upon Rajkumari Ji. Rajkumari Ji, are you here? Can you put on your camera?
Pranam everyone. Today
Rajkumari Ji, can you just introduce yourself, please? Introduce you.
I'm from Calcutta. Holistic healer, and joined Shivo sir since quite a few years, and done a few workshops with Shivo's in Quanto Life with sound healing. I think that's more than enough.
So I'll also add that Rajkumari is a master healer. I think she has done every healing modality that I know of, and she has mastered it. She is an amazing sound healer, therapist, master teacher. And she has, and I think with the APY chart, she'll share that we have integrated the sound therapy with Rajkumari, with our quantum synthesis, and the results have been exceptional. So Rajkumari is so blessed to have you and divine sounds in our life and in Quanto Life through you. Welcome, Rajkumari.
Thank you, Mansi. I'll just say one thing, ki for me astrology was totally Latin and Greek. I didn't understand any planets, and frankly I didn't even believe in astrology. It was that. But my first meeting with Shivo sir was through astrology only. And I just wanted to know what the planets were and why they are and what they stand for. And it was an amazing experience when I joined APY, is the actual learning what the planets stand for, why they are there, what they can do in your life, how can they help you. Because I never believed any planets were bad. They, if they come into your life for a difficult time, I always felt it was my learning period. And that's how I think APY really taught me. And what Mansi said was correct. It's like, QuantoLife And APY has increased my confidence in me that I have been able to do these workshops in Quanto Life. I never believed I could do anything like that, but I really went forward and did it. Still, I will say I do not know much about the planets, but I believe that whatever is happening in APY is a big learning. And I will say I will again do it just to reconfirm all my learnings so I can learn more about it. And that's very important, because those people who really do not know anything, like me, totally, uh, must join APY, because it's very simple. It gives you a very clear idea of what the planets are, why they stand for, and what they are doing in our life. So that was a great learning. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Shivo sir, and thank you, Mansi. That's all I can say.
Thank you, Rajkumari. And I remember that your 11th house was like totally shining. And the advice we have given you is to go big, to share your work with masses of people. And that's where you will get the most recognition. So I think this has already started happening on a bigger scale, and more power to you in that field.
Thank you, Mansi. Thank you, Shivo sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much for sharing. That's really amazing. It's so humble of you. You do not talk about yourself at all. Okay, I would now like to invite Nitika to share her experience of the last APY. Nitika?
Yeah, hi. Good evening, everyone. Just give me a minute. So, good evening, everyone. As everyone has shared, this APY, though I learned EMA course also the first level, but my understanding is very, very limited. However, I realized that to participate in this program, we just don't need to understand much about planets and astrology and everything. It's very, very easy to understand. In my own case, what I have seen is that I really benefited my health wise. I had undergone cancer treatment for 1 year, and after that, I had developed problem in bones and all. But there were guidance which was given by Shivo regarding my planets and how what is it that I should do. It synthesize it. So that has helped me. My problem, the joint problems, has minimized a lot. I'll not say it's gone 100%, but earlier I would not be able to walk. मेरे पैर दुखते थे इतना ज़्यादा, I could not walk. But now I can do brisk walking also. So the pain does come, but it has really benefited. And also then, as Mukul said, I also went ahead and got the chart done for my son. So that has really helped. And the guidance by Shiv and Mansi has helped me to guide him which area he can focus on and what are the blocks and patterns which he has in his own life. So that has really helped me. I feel this is a wonderful program. And again, I'm joining again. Thank you so much.
Excellent, Nitika. Nitika, I remember with respect to your son, I think we saw that he has an amazing 8th house. He has amazing psychic potential and interest in occult and everything. And this is something that was not explored till then. But
yes.
But after you saw that chart and you were like, "Arey, ye bhi hai," and then he enrolled for the tarot program and he really enjoyed it. So
yes.
There's practical applications, that even and how old is your son?
He's now 20, but yeah, 19. He was 1 year back.
He was 19. So it's something that youngsters can apply very immediately. And Nitika, for you also, I know that you've lived a certain life before, but now your 9th house, which is the guru field, is becoming extremely strong. And you've been given that you will be a very wise leader. There'll be a lot of wisdom, and you will be able to empower people through your wisdom and many other things. And I think that is happening more and more in your life, right? And but APY really pointed ki Baba, this score is increasing like phenomenally.
Yes, absolutely, Mansi. Yes.
So I feel your leadership star is like shining even more. Because you know what? Sometimes things happen in our life and they are like little incidences. But then when it comes into your awareness, Baba, this is what I'm really good at, then you start taking those opportunities. And I've seen Nitika take more and more leadership opportunities, say more and more yes, and really bring in a wisdom. So more power to you, Nitika.
Thank you so much, Mansi, and looking forward to this wonderful workshop again. Thank you, Suchi.
Thank you so much, Nitika. It's always a pleasure listening to you. Mansi, thank you so much for your insights. There is actually a question in the comment. I think if we can address that, Arun has written that he's not too sure of his time of birth.
So actually, Arun, yeah, if your date of birth is not known, see, sometimes people know things like they may not know the birth date, but they know ki near this Tawhar, this Purnima, this person was born or something. You would need something. And actually, if the birth time is off by a little, like, some time, like maybe 2 hours or something like that, then maybe we can do a correction. But if you don't know the birth day, I would think that would be very, very difficult. Shivo? I think then you might have to go for things like tarot, or which are more to find out your to find out more about yourself. Yeah. Shivo, yes, you were saying something?
Yeah, you very aptly described.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mansi. Thank you, Shiva. So now I would like to share something that I am extremely excited about. Okay, so I have been a huge fan of Western zodiac signs since I was in my class 6th or 7th. मैंने अपनी मम्मा के कबर्ड में से उनकी लिंडा गुडमैन चुरा के पूरी पढ़ ली थी, जिसे कहते हैं रट ली थी literally, and I remember it. But you know what? During the APY discussions, I realized that I always knew my zodiac sign is Aries. So मैं वहीं से operate करती थी. Always. We all know, read your zodiac sign every day in the newspaper, here or there. We have discussions and we say, oh, you are an Arian, you are like that. And like that, oh, you are a Libran, you're like that. So वो typecast हो जाता है. But what APY discussions told me, and I'm extremely curious to start my workshop. I just can't wait, because I was told not only my Western zodiac sign really doesn't make a difference, even my ascendant, like Lagna jo hota hai na, my lunar charts mein, that also doesn't play so much of a role. So now I'm very excited that what is going to come my way. So those of you who love gifts like I do, we have a special gift for everyone who has joined in today. We will be putting a Google form link, and if you are interested to find out your ascendant or the ascendant of your children, your loved ones, your family members, of course, one person will be filling in one form. So please do fill in the Google form. I will be sharing the link shortly with you. And in our WhatsApp group, in our Astro WhatsApp group, we would be sharing your ascendant. Okay, so please stay connected with us in our guest group, because we really have planned lots and lots of excitement and exciting things for the upcoming days. So Mansi, can I just tell them about the other freebies that you are preparing?
Absolutely, Suji.
Okay, so it is not just the ascendant that you will get to know from us, but Mansi has got this entire, I would call it an absolute range. It's like a full buffet of audios of different ascendants and different houses ready, which we will be giving as gifts to each and everyone who's a part of our guest group, who's present today here. So we will be giving it to all of you so that ascendant जानने के बाद आप उन audios को देख सकें. They will be available on YouTube. So it's going to be very helpful to you. And in addition to that, whether you join the workshop or you do not join the workshop, or you want the charts of your children made, like Nitika shared, like Mukul shared, that they want the charts of they got the children's chart made. Even you can get your children's chart made at an additional fee. Okay, so Mansi, over to you.
Suchi, can we also share the workshop, because we already have?
Yeah.
If you want to share the workshop, and because we already have these many participants who are interested. So if you're interested, please give your name.
Right.
And then
So if you're interested, we would request you to give your name, and if you also fill the Google form, we will know your interest for the workshop as well, because the Google form has columns for your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. So, and your name. So that is one. So the workshop begins on the 20th and goes on till the 30th. The first day is for people who are reviewing or repeating the APY program. That is, the first day is for them. 21st onwards, it starts for people who are starting afresh, like absolutely new people like me, all super excited. So we start on the 21st and we go on till the 30th. Yes, Shivo?
Yeah, can you also make announcement on the APY coaching program?
Yeah. So after this, those of us who finish the APY level 1 and also the APY level 2, there we also have an APY coaches program. So all of us who are interested to become APY coaches in future can opt for this program as well. However, we have to do the APY level 1 and APY level 2 because this is an annual program. So we have to join this batch only. This batch that is starting. Yes.
Yeah. Here I would like to share one more thing. Like a lot of people have said, and a lot of our guests might be knowing that right now one sector, which is one career sector, which is really booming in the country or all over the world, is coaching. And there are a lot of people who want to become coaches of different kind, and there are a lot of coaching programs. So APY coaching program is extremely valuable. You can just imagine and it is very easy to learn. We will be coaching you through very practical case studies, and within 3 months you will be empowered to look at the chart of anyone and guide them. So that's a very quick way through which you can help people, and it can also turn your profession. Yeah, thank you.
Shivo, I also want to add that if if you're already like a tarot reader, or you have any other kind of coaching under your belt, APY synthesizes very well with it. So there is another feather you are adding to your cap.
Yeah, even if you are a business consultant,
yes,
yeah, you are a management coach or whatever, you are a healer, doctor, entrepreneur, whoever you are, the APY is a skill which will really benefit
you. Thank you. Suchi, do you or Atin have our poster so that they can see the pricing and Atin, can you share?
Atin.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Kya, Atin?
Yes, sharing.
Yeah, and Ruchi, Suchi, if you could post the list roll, or you can help, Atin, after.
Okay, I was just posting the Google form link, and after that I'll post the list.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. So we will give you a few seconds to fill in, or you can just copy this form link and keep it, and just fill in this. And if you have any questions or queries, you can post it in the WhatsApp group. So these are the dates, these are the contacts. You can take a screenshot of this particular, if you are on your mobile by some chance and you're unable, just take a screenshot of this poster, and there are contact numbers there. So the session would be starting from 9 p.m. onwards, and so there will be a lot of insights and discussions on every day. There are a lot of course material that will be made available to you. And there are, of course, the generosity of Mansi and Shivo. There are no charges for the course material. It is basically for the course. So I will share the energy exchange that for the level 1. So for the level 1, the energy exchange is 3600. That includes the APY chart. So the APY chart will be done, and of course by now we all know that this chart is going to be something which will be specially made and customized for each and every one of us. So this includes the chart. And for those of us who are going to review or who are going to repeat the APY, so there is some concession for them. They would be charged at 1800 for the for repeating the course, because they've already done it once, so they would be repeating the course. So for them, we would like you to please give your names in the comments section and let us know. We will just do the list roll for it. So if in case you have any questions, I would like to invite Shivo now to take on the questions. And
yeah, I suppose Mansi,
okay,
Mansi is going to share what is the APY chart and all, and maybe she is going to share her journey. Yeah, and she also need to share what these videos are actually, which we are going to gift to everyone. What are those videos?
The form is posted in the comments section. I will post it all over again. There's a link to it. You can just click on the link. It's a Google form. Over to you, Mansi.
Hi, everyone. So before I start, I just want to know where everyone is situated with astrology. Suchi mentioned Linda Goodman, who was a huge part of my life. So guys, do we have any Linda Goodman fans in the house? Can you please write a yes or something? Yeah, Dirgha, Pradeep, Abnaz. Because, you know, I feel that she has changed the way so many people, Jaya, Aruna, awesome. Awesome. Just Shilpa and Pranav, wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. Okay. And who are the people who, okay, I see Dirga also. Who are the people who will actually look at the zodiac, horoscopes in the newspaper and think, okay, Swati is also saying yes. Do we have people? Oh, Avnas has 2 hands up. Okay, so who are the people who enjoy reading that? You know, the zodiac, that this is how the day is going to be for you. Yeah, Mukul says yes. Okay. Jaya. Yes, Jaya, this is what guilty pleasure. You're like closing your eyes. Yeah. Suchi says yes. So guys, yeah, so I'm sure Avnas has a hand, feet up, everything. Perfect. So yeah, so there are people who enjoy. Okay, Aruna, glad to know that. Bombay Times, okay. So, so you know, I want to say that yes, you know, my father was a psychic, and there would be a lot of people who would come to his house, and he would often give Linda Goodman copies to people because he's like, know yourself. You know, the most important thing you can do is know yourself. And I am a Piscean. So what we call the zodiac sign or the sun sign, that is Pisces for me. So if I look at the zodiac signs or the sun signs by Linda Goodman, it really describes me to such a great extent. You know, how people perceive me, who I am, it describes me to a great extent. My question comes that, okay, that yes, it describes who I am, my personality, but how does it explain that I teach college chemistry in USA? Like, it doesn't quite explain that and where I'm going in future. And that makes sense, because 1 in 12 people in the whole world are Piscean. So how detailed can it get, right? So, and I want to say that Western astrologers, especially Linda Goodman, do an excellent job of describing the zodiacs, okay? The descriptions are as if they are seeing the person and they have looked at them, and the descriptions are really, really fabulous. You can see yourself in that. And, you know, with Vedic astrology, so I was very interested at how am I, like, you know, how did I become a 12th grade chemistry teacher, professor, researcher with all this interest in education? And, you know, my other degrees have been in education. So how did this happen? And when Shivo started his astrology course, I was hooked in because I wanted to know. And here I come to know that I not only have one zodiac, but I have a horoscope in which there are 12 zodiacs. I come to know that each of these houses represents a different dimension of my life. So for example, my 8th house is Pisces. So I come to know that, okay, I know about that. I come to know where is my moon placed, where is my moon sign, and so on. And now I'm learning a lot of things, and everything that I learn, you know, every layer brings in an accuracy that I didn't have, a more specificness, which I did not have in that entire Piscean zodiac. So it starts being more specific, but there are so many things. So I have 12 houses, right, with 12 zodiacs. Then I have planets placed in different positions. Then I have the relationship between the planets in house, because in certain places I have 2 planets. So now how does that combination work? Then I have aspects. I have maybe I have my Jupiter placed here and I have my Mars placed here, and they're making you know, an exact degree aspect, the conjunctions. And there are so many different kinds of aspects. Some are challenging, some are auspicious and beneficial, some are life-changing. Like, it is like, then we have dasha, we have nakshatras. So, and I can just keep going on the amount of information that you would need. And I am thinking that, okay, I can probably to some extent do this for myself, but how can I do it for everyone? Like, there are factors upon factors upon factors. There are variables upon variables upon variables. So, you know, and then we would have the class. Another thing, you know, Shiva would keep telling us that bring 5 horoscopes, you know, you study 5 horoscopes so you can learn about different horoscopes and all. I will honestly tell you that we all wanted to know only our horoscope. Okay, we were most fascinated with our own horoscopes. There was no end. You know, we would, you know, even if the class was 2 hours, we would keep staying on because we wanted to know more and more about ourselves. So I was, you know, I was blown away when Shivo said, okay, there is an easier way to do this. Because the honest truth is that astrology can be very accurate, but to master it takes a lifetime, and very few people will honestly be able to do it. And so it was mind-blowing when Shivo came up with a very simplified, where he took all these different factors. And I'm not even going to go into that. This is way beyond the Vedic astrology or the Western astrology, because I think you all have gotten an idea. But he has simplified these factors, and you can see all the zodiacs, all your houses, and you can see the intensity, how important it's going to be, and you're going to be able to see the score, that whether it's going to be challenging or it's going to be easy. It is going to be like a very auspicious. So
positive or negative?
Positive and negative. So that's the vocabulary we're using now, positive or negative. You can see whether you have positive score or negative score. And this becomes so blindingly clear. You know, it takes, because normally in astrology, there's so many factors, you're getting layers and layers and layers and layers, and sometimes it's causing like it's a huge confusion. But here you can very clearly see that, okay, and I'll come to a very practical thing, that how I became clear. So now, in my case, again, I had this question that who am I? How do I get into chemistry? What am I? You know, how did I get there? What is the most important zodiac? Like, because Pisces cannot really explain that. And in spite of all this information that I had in astrology, I was shocked. So now my ascendant or my lagna is Leo, my moon sign is Leo, my sun sign is Pisces. The question is that APY told me what is more significant. Okay, and what do y'all think will probably be the most significant for me? Any guesses? This is what the information I have from Western astrology, from Vedic astrology. So, okay, I will share. So I was shocked to find that the most significant zodiac for me is neither Pisces nor Leo, where I have my sun sign or moon sign. Okay, actually, Swati, it was not even my ascendant. So actually, my ascendant, which is Leo, which also has my moon sign, is not even in my top 7 out of 12 zodiacs. It's not even in my top 5 and top 7. Okay, so now what did I discover? I discovered that now every house. I'm giving you a little bit of astrology, introduction here. That the first house is your personality. This is very rough. Second house is the kind of resources. Third house is communication. Fourth house is emotional connection. Fifth house is children, ideas, romance. Sixth house is health and your daily life. Seventh house is structured relationships. Eighth house is occult and what do you do when unexpected things happen. Ninth house is your foreign connections, your guru field. So I found out that my 9th house in Aries is most significant right now. And this is going to be a feature that is going to stay now for pretty much my life. It was not there when it was not that strong when I was born, but it is increasing, gaining strength. And now it is the most intense, which makes sense because foreign, and I do live in a foreign country. I did my I was educated here. The 9th house is also the field, which is Quanto Life and Shivo for me. And I'm extremely active and energetic there. So I realized that it is most intense in my life. I also realized that my score is a little bit challenging here. So while it is very intense, I do come across some challenges. Then I realized my next highest score, my next most significant zodiac was Pisces, where I have a average intensity, okay, but I have very high positive score, okay. So and it is in my 8th house of occult and of sudden changes in life, sudden breakdowns and breakthroughs. So I realized that, okay, you know what? In Vedic astrology, I only had one planet in Pisces, okay. So I could, yeah, maybe I'm interested in astrology and tarot and all these psychic fields. But now I understood that it is so positive, and it is intense. It is moderate intense, but it is very positive. So I started putting in a little more efforts in that, and actually this whole tarot astrology thing came into my life in a bigger form when I had the biggest upset of my life, when my son was going through a very difficult birth, and he had a very difficult medical history. So that is when astrology happened. So I realized that, okay, my heroic potential is related to that. So I have since become from a chemistry professor, from chemistry, I've gone to alchemy, and I've gone to tarot and astrology, and I teach that. Now, again, 7th house, 9th house is guru. So I'm teaching these things also. I'm not just practicing it, but I'm teaching it also. So I've combined the intensity of my 9th house with the positive score of my 8th house, okay, which is Pisces. Then one thing completely blew me apart, which was 5th house Sagittarius, which deals with kids, which deals with new ideas. And in here, I had a very low intensity. My intensity is like 4. It's very low intense, but the auspiciousness or the positivity is very high. Okay. So then I realized that, okay, maybe I will not get, because the intensity is so low, I may not get opportunities. But if I take the opportunities, if I look for opportunities, it is going to be extremely positive. And that is what happened. And we created the whole Heroes Journey program for kids. And it has been extremely successful. And really, kids have discovered their heroic potential. And I've been doing it in USA also. And in fact, I just recently got a offer to start it for the summer camp with one of our local organizations. So this Sagittarius 5th house, I would have never realized in any other form of astrology that it was so positive for me. And I have added that. Another thing that blew me for surprise, again, where I only have one planet in it, right? I have a Mars in it in Vedic astrology. That is Gemini. And I've realized that recently my Gemini has become very, very strong. It has high intensity, but average positive. Okay. So again, I'm combining the Gemini 11th house with the Pisces 8th house and maybe even the Sagittarius. So I'm combining all that. I have started my own Instagram account where I share the guidance of the day by using all these modalities. And I am, creating more videos. I am even, what Shivo was sharing, that I am making 144 videos or 144 audios for all of you, which will be available to you. And once you know your ascendant, they are available as a gift. And once you know your ascendant, you can actually look, like I was talking about my 9th house Aries. So let's say for me, when I get my APY chart, Astro Power Yantra chart, and I realize, oh, it is so significant, I can just go to the 9th house Aries. If I want, I can read, or I can go through all the videos of Leo ascendant, right? Or I can go to my 9th house Aries and just understand the crux of my life, because this is such an insignificant part. I can go to my 8th house. I can go to the audio of my 8th house Pisces, and I can see what that means. I can go to my 11th house Gemini, and I can see, okay, what does that mean? And really the heroic potential, your uniqueness comes when you not know one thing, but you synthesize and integrate all these different elements that you have going for you, which you didn't even realize because they were happening in different dimensions. But when you start bringing them together, I know that, okay, you know what? Create a guru field, include kids and all, include new ideas, include the psychic, include the, include social media, because that is Gemini, 11th house, where you spread the word. So it has really helped me hone what is my heroic potential and what is the best way to impact the world with what I have. So, so that is my journey. And I really want to thank Shivo for introducing this, because this has made it very, very specific and personalized for me. I know exactly what I need to do, and I can make choices based on that. So if it is like, okay, you know what, you have an offer in a different country, yes, I'm going to take it up. If there is something coming up with kids, someone else is also doing, because see, I don't have that much intensity, but I have the positivity, I'll say yes to that. So it is making my life and the choices I make much more clear. So I hope this...
Would you like to share how our guests can use your videos?
Yeah. So for example, Rashmi is sharing that she has a Virgo ascendant. So she can go into the file folder of Virgo ascendant. And so if she is Virgo ascendant, her first house is Virgo. Yes, Swati, for you also. So your first house is Virgo. Your second house is going to be Libra. So we will have second house Libra. You can see that also. You can have third house Scorpio, fourth house Saggy, fifth house. So you can watch those 12 videos for yourself. Now, if you want to know the intensity and the positive negativity, you will, and if you want to know very specifically, then I invite you to join our workshop. But even if you don't join your workshop, you can get those 12 videos for yourself. Is that clear to everyone? That what you can get? And if you don't know your ascendant, like Rashmi and Swati know their ascendant and Lagna, but if you don't know, you can fill the form that Suchi has posted, and you can, we will tell you your ascendant. So, and then you can have access to that. Yeah, so I have finished about 48 videos and I'm finishing 60 today, but I will be making a total of 144 audios and videos, and we will be adding. We will, we really want to create heroes, so we will keep on adding, I know, to this body of knowledge that we already have. So does this resonate? Does this help people understand a little more? Just, yeah, I hope it does. But if you have questions, you're welcome to ask. Yes, Suchi.
Thank you so much, Mansi. Mansi, you are someone like I have, honestly, I've never come across anybody who connects the dots between occult, spirituality, and science so beautifully, so beautifully. I have been your student of tarot, and I have done so many other programs with you and Shivo. I haven't come across anybody like, and there was nothing better than learning from science students about occult sciences. So those of you who think and are questioning logic, this is the place, because we have a PhD in chemistry, and we have someone who has a background in engineering teaching us occult sciences. This can't get better than this. Absolutely not. Okay, so Mansi, in my excitement, I hope I have not missed out on anything. Now, I really would like to invite Shivo. Shivo, can you see you?
Yes, hi. Mansi, you are going to share the APY chart also, no? You want to show?
So I think Mukul is going to share, and then we will.
Mukul is going to share that.
Can we both then share insights on that? So we'll share Atan's chart and how he has used that chart.
Shivu will call in.
Atan, can you
Chetan,
bring it on screen?
Before that, can we call in Chetan and the Astro Power Yantra team?
Suchi, Chetan had to leave. He had to pick up his parents. So
okay,
he left meeting. Yeah.
And Suchi, there's a question also. For a complete beginner, is there any form? Yeah, please fill. So if you're interested in the course, you can be a total beginner in astrology, no problem. If you want to, register for the course, please say so. And if you want to just know your ascendant, please fill the form. Okay, that Nitika has just posted. Yes, Suchi.
Okay, so do we wait for this, or do we call upon the team now or later?
So Chetan is going to come back. Should we call him then? Should we call the team then? We'll discuss. Mukul, he's coming back, right? He's coming back, right? He's told me he's coming back.
Yeah, he said call me if needed. Yeah. So let's do it later rather than now.
Let's take up Atan and then we'll take the team. Okay.
Yeah.
Atan, the spotlight is all yours.
Atan, can you share the chart on screen?
While you're sharing the chart, I just would like to request everybody who's not in our WhatsApp guest group of Astro, please join the guest group, because we'll be sharing everything for the next few days in that group only. So whatever the ascendant, everything we will be sharing in that group. Thank you.
So meanwhile, if you have any questions also, please, you're most welcome to ask. If you all are resonating, you're most welcome.
Okay, I want to ask you something.
Yes, Rafi.
The word yantra is used in that. So is it got to do anything with the yantra, actual yantra?
Rafiq, it's a very interesting question. See, a yantra is a device, right?
Right.
And when we, when Shivo was creating this charts, we thought that whatever, so see, there are 4 combinations that come up, okay? One is that you will have high intensity and high positivity. Okay.
Right.
Just like the perfect, like that's the zodiac you want to include everywhere in your life.
Right.
So that is one quadrant. Okay. Then you will have a place where this intensity is high, but your score is negative. Okay.
Right.
So you will have some zodiacs in that. So in this, like, okay, you cannot avoid it. It is going to happen. Now, how do you transform that? Because you cannot avoid that. Even though the score is negative, you cannot avoid it because life will keep bringing it back. Okay, so that was one quadrant. One quadrant was the positive score is very positive, but the intensity is not there. Means you will not have that many events, but when they happen, fabulous, right? So in that quadrant is you have to do pursharth. You have to make your efforts, but then you will hit it out of the pathway. Okay. Right. And then the final thing is where there is no intensity and there is not even that positive, negative. It's all this. So that is the opportunities that you can pass away. Right. You don't need to live. So because when we had specific colors for it, we put the zodiacs on it, it looked like a yantra. Even our logo, it represents that because it is a device. It is a device through which you can empower yourself in the best possible way. Right. So that's why the name Astro Power Yantra.
Okay, thank you.
We have, yes, Ranjana, you're welcome to share your experience and the insights you got. The APY fees is 3,600. That's right. And it's going to be a 9-day workshop, Swati, and it is going to be from 21st to 30th. On 20th, we will, people who want to revise, we will probably holding a touch up for them. So,
also, Mansi, those who want to join the APY coaching program, it's a 3-month-long coaching program, and the fee for that is 21,000. So when you join the coaching program, you will be able to look at others' chart and guide them.
Shivo, for the APY program, but so if they attend this workshop, will that money get subtracted?
No. This workshop is a part of the APY coaching.
Oh, okay. So if you do the entire APY coaching program, which is 21,000, this will get included in it, right, Shivo?
Yeah, it is included. Right? The level 1, level 2 are included in this.
So, yes, Atin, are you ready to share? So, then if it's going to take some time, can we hear from Ranjana? Is it going to take some time?
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah. So, Swati, yes, we can analyze. Swati, it is, you can analyze for family members, but it will be helpful to do the APY program to analyze because, if you can analyze for yourself, you learn, then it will be easier for you to do that for your family members. So you will be able to analyze something by yourself, but it definitely helps to hear from a master like Shivo. And I'll be honest, I have requested Shivo that for every participant who joins, so I'm really putting Shivo in the spot here, but I've requested for every participant who joins the APY workshop to give a crux. So maybe in the 5th, 6th, 7th day, he will give a crux of what is your life journey. So that he will share for every participant. And I know that when Shivo shares the crux, it's really, it is life changing. It is like a Mahavakya for your life. Yeah, Swati, you have the audios, and if you are that kind of learner, definitely. And it will definitely add, because even if you're doing the APY program, you would still look at all those videos because that will give you more information. So yes, you can.
Yeah, hi Mansi.
Yes, yes, Ranjan.
Pranam, Shivo sir and Mansi and everyone here. So, जब मैंने किया था ये with my husband, we were.
Ranjana, can you introduce yourself a little bit? The awesomeness you are.
Okay, thank you. So I'm Ranjana. I'm from Delhi, and I'm a homemaker. And I've been associated with Quanto Life for a long time. लेकिन मैंने ये APY का course पिछले साल ही किया था. And the best thing that I liked about it is that, you know, sometimes when you're just after one thing in life and you're thinking, you know, why is it not working? Why is it not working? Why is it not working? Because after my husband lost his job, we tried to invest into a garment shop. हमने उसको खोल भी दिया and it crashed really badly. And after that also we were, you know, trying to build up something of our own. And after the APY course, I think Satinder's second or third house was quite strong. And उसमें एक insight जो इन लोगों ने हमें दी थी, वो ये थी कि don't invest in your own ideas, invest in other people's ideas. If you remember one.
ये भी था कि सतिंदर का 5th house was very difficult.
Very strong negative.
Yeah. और वो
इंटेंसिटी बहुत हाई थी. रंजू क्या था ना कि इंटेंसिटी बहुत हाई थी तो अट्रैक्शन बहुत था अपने आइडिया में.
और वो it was totally, और हमें समझ नहीं आ रहा था कि what is not working. तो वो जब it is not there only in the charts, unless you have an extraordinary chart where you go against odds and do what you want to do in life, तो वो एक अलग बात हो जाती है. But then we realized that okay, it is always better to invest in someone else's idea, and we had already done that with our gym, and it was doing extraordinarily well at that time. वो तो COVID हो गया तो बात अलग थी, but it has picked up again. So that is one insight. तो यही नहीं है कि आपको क्या करना चाहिए. आप, you know, we came at ease with that, with the fact that the gown shop did not work, the gown business did not work. नहीं तो वो हमें pinch करता था. तो जब आप एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग आ जाती है कि दिस इज नॉट जस्ट मेंट टू बी, तो एक वो आ जाता है. एंड देन फॉर माय चार्ट आपने मुझे यू नो फॉर द हार्मनी का मेरा स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉइंट बताया था, एंड आई डिडंट रियलाइज कि मैं घर में वो क्रिएट करती हूँ. तो वो तो मुझे एक नॉर्मल सी बात लगी, आम सी बात लगी. बट देन यू सेड दैट आई कैन यूज इट इन द वर्क फ्रंट एंड स्टफ आल्सो, एंड I really thought that अच्छा थी कि ये मेरा स्ट्रॉक पॉइंट है, and you know, I have accepted that now completely. So thank you, and मैं तो सबको बोलूँगी कि please do join, and right now I think I'll ask Rama to enroll also.
Because, yeah, and the strong point for Satinder was that whatever investment decision he makes will be great. And he can invest in others' ideas, like what you said. So you can share about that. What happened?
Yeah, so वो हम लोगों ने किया था सर जिम के लिए, जो इन्वेस्ट किया था हम लोगों ने. So it was someone else's idea. We were at first investors in the gym, and we saw that it was doing really well. हम लोग को as investors we were getting paid back really well. And then when he lost his job, one of the partners was his very good friend, and he said that तू investor मत बन, तू partner बन जा. हम धीरे से investor से partner बन गए. And one of the good decisions that we have taken. So we are doing well because of the gym only. That too. And Rama को मैं इसलिए चाहती हूँ कि वो join करे, because एक तो उसका 10th में, when you're in that study age ना, you grasp better and more.
And looking at Rama's chart, उसका 8th house बहुत strong है. So I mean, when you just shared this today, I realized she would be an excellent astrologer for sure.
Oh wow,
and
वो interesting है
is
sir.
Capricorn, so she can deal with a lot of issues of success and failures. So people will come to her to discuss their failures and how to turn that into success.
Oh, wow.
So if she is planning to be any kind of business coach, this is a great addition. The astrology is a great addition.
Great, sir. Great.
Yeah,
So
Ranjana,
वो
like,
तो join कर रही है. I asked
now
her.
I'm reminded कि उसने तभी tarot का भी पूछा था, because these are all psychic fields. So all the psychic fields will, she'll do excellent
And
in
I'll
that.
be
और वो
I'll be
है
so
मानसी, मैंने
extremely joyous and happy to have a student who is 14-year-old. Really, I would just love it.
Yeah,
I've never had
absolutely.
a student who is 14.
Yeah.
सर मेरे बच्चे तो आप मानसी और आपके ही है. I mean, they're yours, all yours. I mean, जो भी courses होंगे, they're Quanto kids. So you know, and I know कि वो लोग आपसे उसके beyond सीखेंगे, बहुत कुछ सीखेंगे आपसे. So thank you. I'm glad that she's the first 14-year-old you're gonna teach. Lucky her. So, thank you. I just wanted to share this. Thank you.
Atan, are you ready to share the chart? So actually, Pranav has also asked, Pranav, so what are the remedies we give? So for example, you know, like, okay, maybe I will share an Atan's only chart. So we don't give, so our remedies are different, they'll tell you exactly what you need to observe, what you need to synthesize, and bring awareness to, because really, if something is negative, then you are here to learn that lesson. And you know, there are many other ways. You know, there are people do rituals, pujas, gemstones, there are whole things. I will say what it does is, you know, you have not learned the lesson, so life is going to give it to you after some time. So you have to learn that lesson. Only then you have learned that lesson will you evolve out of that. So these things will temporarily, they can affect things. And then I also believe in divine timing. You know, divine wants you to learn it right now because it feels it is the best time. It has your best interest at heart, and that is the trust I have with the universe. So when it is telling you to learn it, why not learn it then? Because otherwise we are just delaying it, and that might be a worse time to learn. So so Pranav, our job would be to focus on what is exactly you need to learn to transform your life. So that, you know, and to bring awareness to that. And as you've seen in Ranjana's, you know, that awareness, and that awareness came that, okay, Baba, invest in other people's ideas, not our own. And that even that understanding that I will have a huge attraction to invest in my own ideas because it is so intense. So that becomes clear. A lot of awareness resolves a lot of problems. Okay, so I hope that helps. So Atin, so this is how now there are a lot of details in that. Mukul, you also want to share something? Yeah.
Other than awareness, we also have great tools.
Vocations. Yeah.
Maybe you can share that. We have great tools like synthesis.
Yes, and you know what we will do is, so there is synthesis, which is we will bring in observation of your subconscious, your patterns and all. But we will also connect to the superconscious. So there are specific Devi Devtas that you can connect to based on your chart. And that will also be very, very personalized. So for example, Shivo, anything else you want to add before I give Atan's example?
Yeah, so maybe that's why it is quantum astrology. So two people may face the same situation, yet both of them will make out, you know, different consequences of that. So the people who are successful, one thing we have discovered that successful people don't have great horoscope. In fact, they have difficult horoscopes. So the reason they have become successful in spite of difficult horoscope is either they have a lot of resolve or they have a lot of consciousness and awareness. We are teaching consciousness and awareness here. So when you become more aware, more conscious, you start to become aware of how these problems, how these planetary patterns are stored inside you. And as soon as you begin to become aware, as soon as you begin to observe what is stored inside you, suddenly whatever was difficult, whatever was appearing to be a curse becomes a blessing. So the QuantoLife philosophy is that whatever God has given, whatever life has given us, even if it appears like a curse, the moment you understand that it could be a blessing, it becomes a blessing. So everything that is difficult in your chart is turned into a talent, it is turned into something beautiful. So that's the remedy we have.
Perfect. Thank you,
Thank you,
Shivo.
Mansi and Shivo.
So Mukul, feel free to pitch in anytime. Yeah.
Yeah, Mansi, I'll just explain one thing, right?
Sure.
So I hope everybody is able to see Atin's chart. So Atin is my first Quanto coach, okay, when I started my journey with Quanto Life in 2016. And now I'm talking about his chart. So it's little weird, but just for the simplification purpose, right? So there are a lot of details in the chart, but as you see, the house number 6 is the Sagittarius fire. Those are the, yes. Thanks for highlighting. So this is the most auspicious house for a thing. So what does it signify? Sixth house is about routine life and obstacles. So the people who has high auspiciousness score, even though they face a lot of obstacles and challenges in life, they overcome it. And that's their path of evolution. And that's exactly true with Atin. I have seen Atin from 6 years. And today he has evolved into a person wherein people just call him. He stays in Ujjain. They will book a day with him. They will tell them, I have so and so problem, be it physical problem, health problem, psychological challenges, spiritual evolution, be it anything. Atin is a person who will take individual to a particular shivling. There are 84 shivling in Ujjain. So he is able to connect with those individual shivling and channel those energies, and people are seeing miracles in life. Atin has evolved to this stage over the years, and that's exactly what his chart shows. That he will face a lot of obstacles, but he will do improvements through his hard work. So this is the power of the chart, that it shows you, because what happens sometimes when we face obstacles, we start questioning ourselves: Am I on the right path? Then who is going to guide to you? You know, one after another, depending on the willpower. You can't do that, keep doing that for years and years, right? But when you have a guiding map like this, then you can be so certain. And when you have guidance like Shivo sir and Mansi, then you know that this is for your evolution. So this is just one part of the chart. There are such 12 houses, and we in the workshop we go in depth explaining you your chart, and then you develop higher understanding of what is coming your way and why it is coming your way and how to overcome it. So Atin is a very great example how a person can evolve through right guidance and with the help of tools like APY.
Yeah, so I would like to add, yes.
Yeah, then.
Shiva sir was saying.
Yeah, then.
Okay. So thank you very much, Mukul, for your kind words. So so how it goes, like like for me, like Shiva sir and Mansi really guided me and through chart only, and Shiva sir told me like before I think 10 years that I will be working on the dimension of health and wellness, but I was like, no, I was thinking that how I will work, because I am not belong to any biology, or I was doing NPS. So how I will work in that dimension. So that come true basically after this whole year. Then as you see that, like my sixth house is, as Mukul said, is about everyday life, and even the yoga, nature care, service also this is come here. So yes, it's auspiciousness intensity is 29 and auspiciousness is 79. So that means that if I apply more intensity, I will get, so this is very true in my life. And when I come to know that Mansi guided me, Shiva guided me. So really, as shared the awareness, life transform. The awareness itself, not the awareness, that part of my chart get more activated, because I was giving awareness. You can see the intensity here. Imagine the fifth house, which is about
There is some
love and
echo happening.
relationship.
I think probably you have laptop and mobile both open.
So can you disconnect one? Or
yeah.
Yeah, so as you see that its intensity to 62, and auspiciousness is negative. So, Shivo Sir Mansi guided me that you should not give more, which is, definitely as a career coming yoga, meditation, service, and this insecure and all. So this attention got shifted, and not only that, it gets synthesized also. When I give more attention to it, I start getting very quickly. It is a magic. It totally transformed my life. So this is one of the examples. There are so many dimensions, well, in different part of the life, and when we get awareness about each dimension of our life, how it is intensity, auspiciousness, when we give right direction to our life, and definitely the wisdom of Shiva Sir Mansi, they will give it 100% more boost to it. So this is how my life really shifted, and I really took to the Shiva Sir Mansi, and really I have really, it is really much.
Wonderful. Shivo, would you like to add something?
So, like the chart shows, the fifth house, very strong intensity and also quite negative. So, and it is Scorpio. So, Scorpio is subconscious. So, what is his biggest challenge in life is to deal with his subconscious. And everybody in QuantoLife knows that how big that has been a challenge for Atin. And he has been dealing with all the subconscious eruption very beautifully. Of course, there is a lot of community support, which is again shown by the fourth house. Fourth house is also positive. So there is a lot of community support, but he has been also dealing with his subconscious eruptions very well. And that is what has actually, when he has dealt with his negative, the negative part of his life very well, he has transformed that. The results are showing up where the auspiciousness is very high, and that is a sixth house Sagittarius, and the 84 Mahadev project he is doing, which is becoming very popular actually. That is exactly a sixth house project, sixth house Sagittarius project. A lot of people come to him to resolve their health issues, to resolve their debt issues and whatnot. So, so when he is able to resolve the difficulties of fifth house Scorpio, his auspiciousness, the results he is getting in sixth house Sagittarius have taken a big leap. So this is how you can use the APY chart in your life. It really focuses your energy where it should be, and all kind of diversions, and we have so much social influence, and because of that we want to do something, we start doing it, we spend a lot of resources, time, energy, finally nothing happens out of it, we have to drop it. So there are a lot of choices. So this is basically a tool that gives you more understanding of what choices to make. There are people who will make one good choice and then one bad choice, and they just move nowhere. There are people who make two good choices and one bad choice. Progress is again very slow. But what actually APY does, you start to make like 10 good choices and one bad choices. You really, really start to accelerate in life. And if you use just this chart, maybe without using this chart and with using this chart, I am sure over a span of 30, 40, 50 years, you would have grown by at least 100 times more than without using this chart. So it has a huge result. And earlier you do it, better it is. That's why I very strongly advocate that all the kids should have this chart. Yes, Mansi, thank you.
Shivo, that is just really a complete analysis. I want to share that even that Atin, see, Sagittarius is very, very, it opens your destiny, and it is very, 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 very lucky for you. And I know that Atin was in Osho Saraswati. He was managing this spiritual retreat in a resort which was Osho Saraswati, and there he came across the naturopathy course, And it was synchronicity. He got to do it for free because he's done so many, he's given so many other things, but he got it to do it for him. Such things happen in your life, and it's just that when you have APY, you become more aware to capitalize that. And this is what Atin was able to do. Now he even realizes that let's say the 8th house is about sudden emergencies, sudden upsets. And so if it comes to health related thing, he is best at dealing with chronic situations, which is shown by the 6th house, or everyday tips, or everyday, or even connecting health with religion. See, all these things he will be excellent at. So he will know what to pass out. And like, for example, if you didn't know your Astro Power Yantra, and you looked at subconscious and you thought that you were having continuous you're having a lot of subconscious eruptions, you might decide, Baba, this is not a field for me. You might just decide that you will go away from this field, and you would have missed an opportunity, because the more Atin works on the subconscious, he is bringing the benefit, and that he would have missed completely had he not known this. So you learn that, okay, this negative score also, okay, let me see how I can transform that. And Pranav, you were talking about rituals, and what Shivo guided Atin to do is to invoke Sheshnag ji, who is really who has really gone deep into subconscious and made that journey from subconscious to superconscious. So Atin not only channels Sheshnag for himself, but has helped discover a lot of subconscious in other people with the blessing of Sheshnag ji, and that has been just phenomenal. So this is how we bring in invocation with observation, how we bring in, connect the devas, devis. And when you have connected a super conscious energy to your life, to your Astro Power Yantra, it is just like, it is off the charts, really. And that is what is the potential of this. And we will be sharing that. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Mansi. And it is very true that abhi mujhe pata laga कि Sagittarius and religious angle, because the nature care and even Quanto Life we invoke devas, and the Vade project, these all together becoming a magical tool, and definitely it has religious angle, and definitely how the insight I'm receiving after the guidance of Shiva Sir, Mansi and Mahadev. So yeah, definitely. And Mansi always tell me to be like a sevak, Hanuman, and this is already in 6th house, and it really worked for me. So thank you very much. I got more clarity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lena. We'll add your name in. Suchi, if you can add her name in the list roll.
Yeah, Mansi added.
Thank you. So yes, Shivo, Suchi, do we have anything else on the agenda before we move on to synthesis that we can do right now? We can do an astro synthesis right now because there are some combinations happening. Do we have anything else, Suchi, in the list?
We just had Chetan's acknowledgement and the team.
Shivo, do you want to talk about the team?
Yeah, so as we move towards the end of the program, and of course, after this, Mansi is going to conduct synthesis and invocation. So be here, experience that, because that is a main resolution of astrological afflictions. We suggest how these invocation and synthesis, it turns everything that is negative in your horoscope into a blessing. Before that, I am taking this opportunity to express gratitude to the whole team. So first, let me begin with Mansi. So Mansi has added such a huge charm to the astrology. Yeah. Without her, it would have been very dry. And I always say this to Mansi and to everyone else, that Mansi is a better teacher than me. So I always request Mansi to teach, and I always take the backseat there. and her descriptions of zodiac signs are charismatic. You would see that, and that is just a beginning. You would see lot and lot more happening there, and because she's so meticulous in everything, the way she plans events or content or teaching or course material, everything is so meticulous. So thank you, Mansi. And to Atin, ever since we started APY many years back, so he was the only hand we had that time. He would make charts and he will make a lot of calculations, and the calculations are very tedious. We were having only uh, till step 3 we had the calculations, and they were very tedious. Atin was doing it manually, and there was cross checking, and the whole process was too tedious. And sorry, there is power outage. So yeah, it's better. Yeah. So yeah, so thank you, Atin, for all the hard work and lot of commitment.
Thank you very much, Shivo sir. And this is only my, your blessing that I got. So you gave me something to do, and this is only your blessings to me. That is very clear. Thank you very much. Yeah.
So after Atin comes Chetan. So we were struggling, and I was looking for really somebody who could do a great work on Excel sheets, and really I've been searching for years. I had this vision that how this program can be made on Excel. So it is just the blessings. Chetan came like a pure blessing, and we did not even expect that we would find him. And he somehow from somewhere he came to Quanto Life, and he is working in a very high position in a multinational company, and extremely busy person. But he is just so excited about it. We started to work on it, and then I said, okay, these 3 stages we are doing manually, let's automate them. We automated, and then we started adding. So the APY, those who did first APY level, okay, the first batch of APY, we had made calculation till stage 3. Then we added stage 4, 5, 6, and 7. So the APY charts are much more evolved. Thanks to Chetan, we are going to add many more stages. And at some point of time, we are going to have APY chart for every year. So you will be able to see the movement year by year, and then we'll have APY charts for every day. So you will be able to figure out exactly how the day's energies are, and you can plan, you can put your best foot forward, but that's going to take time. So thank you, Chetan, for such important for imparting such important leap to APY. And then we have Rahul. Again, we have to convert everything into software, so he is working on the software. Of course, that is a work which has just begun, and he is not here right now because he lives in Australia. So thank you, Rahul, and thank you, Sneha, who did a lot of research work on finding softwares and codes and everything. And we expect a lot more from Sneha. Thank you, Preeti, for a lot of assisting, and she has a lot of interest in astrology. And so she has been constantly volunteering. And Mukul, who has come in, and we saw his chart, and we said, okay, 10th house, such high auspiciousness and intensity. It is Scorpio. This is a perfect project for you. And Mukul understood. And we said, okay, just let go of your 5th house, Gemini, because it's very intense but negative. Come here to 10th house, Scorpio. And Mukul accepted that, and he has been handling lots and lots of stuff, lots of legal stuff, and he is I'm realizing he's such a wonderful project manager, and we really, really need a very good project manager throughout, because someday it would be a very, very big project, and there'll be a lot of projects which will be within this project. So thank you, Mukul. He is very committed, and thank you for all the help and the work. And
Thank you, Sho. Thank you for bringing all of us together because I think APY is the most committed is a small word. I would say the team with highest integrity, because I don't know since how many months we have been working on it. Every Saturday we get on a call without fail, and tremendous hard work. I think I'm the least hardworking member there, and probably I'm the dumbest because the level of discussions are so high, astrologically also and technically also. So I just feel lucky to just participate and just being there. I'm most of the time I'm just listening. I'm not doing much. So it's a pleasure. So thanks for giving this opportunity to me. It's really my pleasure and fortune.
yes, but we know that Mukul is going to have a major role to play in this project. So thank you very much, the whole of the APY team. And now coming to this session.
Can you highlight
Now
can you highlight
to,
Rupali also?
yeah. I'm coming to that. Yeah, so Rupali has been she has been like the go-getter, the fire girl of Quanto Life in every program, and she is very, very strong ambassador and very powerful in enrollments. And so she is going to play a major role in this workshop also. And now probably the last, if I hope I have not left anyone, probably the last but not the least, Suchi, who is a recent addition to Quanto Life, and she comes with such a huge expertise. You know, in Quanto Life, there is some magic. There is some really, Quanto Life is a place of magic. We just wish, oh, we should have a person like that here. And you know what? Within a month or two, that kind of person comes. Always it happens. I was saying, oh my God, if we had someone extremely good in Excel, and you know what? Chetan comes in after that. We were wishing Chetan comes in. And in few months, we come to know he's so good. And then he's part of it. And we have been wishing, oh my God, can we have someone good in social media? Right. And we have been wishing for that for some time. And then Shuchi just descends from somewhere. You know, there are quanto vibrational field is such, it will make its own connection. It will discover its own synchronicities. And not just we, anybody who is connected with quantum vibrational field, their life is such. They wish with pure intention, oh, could this have been like that? Suddenly they would realize that has started to happen already. It is listening to all of your wishes as long as those wishes are creative and not destructive. It is just fulfilling everything you have in, I mean, everything about your life, it just fulfills. It fulfills all your longings. It just, what kind of a magical vibrational field it is. So just Suchi just descends from somewhere. And then we come to know, oh my God, she is so good in social media. And she is also so good in a lot of conceptualizations. And so this is how she is. She is here. So thank you very much, Suchi.
Thank you so much, Shivo. Thank you for that acknowledgement. Thank you, Mansi.
I hope I hope I did not forget anyone.
Recent Abla's last 3 months.
No, Manisha for hosting the
Yes,
event.
so Manisha, specifically for this session, she's not part of the larger APY team, but yes, part of this session. And so yeah, Manisha is the most enthusiastic person in Quanto Life, and she like oozes so much of the enthusiasm. She comes in and everybody is charged, and she has this great slogan, Ghar Ghar Quanto, which is very lovely. And she really lives like that. I mean, all the time you would.
आ गई मनीषा नाम लिया
एकदम right time पे एकदम ना ऐसी synchronicity ऐसी होती है यहाँ पर. So we always find that Manisha is so enthusiastic, and we always love to start our sessions. And I know, I mean,
वाली को भी बुला दो ना जरा.
list of volunteers in Quanto Life is quite long, and you know, I just mentioned only those who contributed to this session. Otherwise, we have seen how Abna connects with everyone, how Ranjana has created great sessions hosted and creating community, how Nitika has played a great role in creating different programs, um, and in coaching. She has been the in charge of coaching, and there are so many more. Vaibhav, how he has been maintaining Adda for Quanto Adda for such a long time. Dirga, I mean, she has been in charge of AD and not a single day missed. Uh, we have had Kshitij taking care of intellectual aspects, and there are so many volunteers here. Of course, Preeti, yeah, Preeti I already named. So there are lots and lots of people who have contributed here so much, and that's how Quanto Life has grown. So thank you, everyone.
Yeah, I want to share something. Allow me to share.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So everyone, we always used to listen that life is very chaotic, life is very chaotic, life is very chaotic. So Shivo sir is only in my life or in our life. He always used to say that it is chaotic, just wait and watch. It will be charismatic. So शिवो सर ने एक मतलब हमने practically भी इस चीज को देखा है. In the morning itself, we were discussing something, and when we are taking this chaotic situation in our invocation and synthesis, how things are that अपनी जो एक सिंप्लिसिटी में आ रही है चीजें, मतलब ऐसे लगता है ना कि जैसे केमिकल बॉन्ड्स कैसे टूटते हैं ना, ब्रेक होते हैं, वैसे केमिकल बॉन्ड्स जो है वो chaotic situation के, it is just breaking and you will get a linear equation. So non-linear equations are converting into linear equations. These things are happening in our life. So thank you Shivo sir and Nancy for guiding us daily 24/7. We are taking guidance from the Shivo sir and Nancy, and they are always available 24/7. They are available for us. So such
I'm very, very happy to say that the whole Quanto family together has been really taking leaps with everyone supporting everyone. One of the great concepts we have put in practice here, and I am sure, when I started to talk about it, I don't know how much sense it made, but I'm sure everybody has realized it now. I always used to emphasize so much on creating a wisdom circles. And probably a lot of people must have thought, अरे यार ये सब क्या है यार, ये सब टाइम क्या है इसमें लगाने का, ये सब पेस इतना स्लो हो जाता है डिसीजन मेकिंग का. बट now today I'm seeing everybody seeing the magic of that. When you have people who are so committed to you and wise and working with you, just the ideation session and cracking a problem and creating the strategy with those people, how powerful that concept of the wisdom circle is. And the Quanto Life is a wisdom circle for so many people. Everybody is a wisdom circle for everyone else. So that's what the Quanto Life is. So thank you everyone. And there are a lot of names I did not take. I know it is not just the core team members and volunteers. Everybody who has been part of Quanto Life, the part of Quanto family, they have taken different sessions on Adda. I mean, they have invited their friends. They have offered their much needed crucial support to someone. Everybody is friend of so many, and they have created so much energy in our programs. Our program we announce and they just fill. It is the easiest marketing. I mean, Quanto Life is a place where there is zero marketing actually. We announce program and they just fill. So thanks for everyone who has contributed to the growth of Quanto Life. Yes, Mansi, thank you.
So So I think we are first going to synthesize a lot of love that is flowing here, a lot of gratitude, I think, and really this feeling that we are in the right place. But we have two, Shivo, which one are we going to take? Because we have two important transits that are happening right now for everyone. The position, the house it may be happening might be different, but it is happening for everyone. And one is like my favorite, which is going to be there for at least 10 more days, right? Let me look at the date. Yeah, at least 10 more days, which is Shivo, aap bhi aa jaiye na. Shivo ko bhi bulaiye.
नहीं मानसी आप कंटिन्यू करो प्लीज.
नहीं, I don't know कि कौन सा लेंगे आप या दोनों लेंगे.
Take both, whoever wants to take whichever.
Okay, so you have to, yeah, we will take a silent. Yeah, Suchi's like total, I don't want to miss anything. It will be silent. Silent break. Total FOMO. I don't want to miss anything. क्योंकि इन लोग बोलते रहते हैं ब्रेक में. तो like silent. Mute करूँगी मैं सबको. So one of the combinations is Jupiter and Mars are together in Pisces. Now Mars has tremendous energy. It is ready to go. It's a go-getter. It is a charger. But sometimes what it does, no, it does not have direction. Okay, it's like a warrior. But sometimes, and it just wants to go. It has the passion. It has the intensity. It has the courage. It has the vitality. Everything it has. But, where are you going to channelize the direction? Fortunately for Mars right now, Jupiter, Guru is right there with him. Guru is giving the vision. Here's the vision, apply the energy. It is in Pisces. What does Pisces mean? Pisces means Pisces are extremely compassionate. If they see a problem in the world, they want to go solve it. They have this feeling of oneness. So I feel this combination, if there is something that you have felt that there is somewhere there is a disadvantage happening, there is an idea, there's a vision that you want to bring that benefits everyone. Because Pisces want to do Jag Uddhar, everyone. And especially the disadvantage, they have this tenderest heart for the disadvantage. And we all have Pisces, okay? Whether we have our zodiac sign is Pisces or not, we all have Pisces in our chart. And for all of us right now, there is Jupiter and Mars going there. So today we can take up any vision. In synthesis, we can take up any vision that we want to manifest in the world. Okay. So today we can synthesize that. And the other combination that is happening is, and this will last quite a while. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it will last till October 27th. So that is a long-term transit that is happening. And that is Saturn, which is retrograde in Aquarius. Now, what does Saturn do? Saturn is, it wants you to be very disciplined. It wants you to persevere. It wants you to do the tapa. It even puts limits and restrictions in your life so that you can do the tapa and you can get the siddhi. You can get, because sometimes we want all these gifts and all these blessings and all these wonderful things to happen to us, but we need to do the work. So Saturn is like, okay, here is where you need to do tapa to get that gift, get that siddhi. And it is an Aquarius, which is very humanitarian, very futuristic, and it is retrograde. Means if you have made any kind of, if there is a tapa that you didn't do before, right? There was some project you left midway, and especially if that project was very futuristic, it was philanthropic, or then it is going to, or you made some mistakes. It is going to ask you to go back there and correct it. Okay, so that situation from the past might come again in your life. So if you have any situation where you have made a mistake in the past and it is coming to bite you right now, I think this is a great time you probably know what that situation is, because that might come into focus, that might become the center of attention, and you need to go back. It might even come from your past lives. We don't know that. In some cases, we do know that. But if you don't, it is a situation that has happened in the past and has come back again. And you have to deal with it. So we could take up any of these two, or we could take up both. So if in observation today, we can take up either or both of that. Shivo, you want to add something to this? शिवा, आपको कुछ एस्ट्रो इंसाइट ऐड करना है इसमें? शिवा, are you on your silent break?
Yeah, Mansi, please. Yeah, go ahead.
नहीं, आपको कुछ ऐड करना है शिवा इसमें?
नहीं.
Saturn and Aquarius में थोड़ा ऐड करना है? Retrograde Saturn and Aquarius.
So retrograde connects you to what you left incomplete in past. Yeah, and then you have to address that.
It is
your
a great
radical ideas you had, but you just left because they were too difficult. Saturn will come and force you to work on that. Saturn is your tapasya, the sacrifice you need to make to develop some special talents. It's like if you are to be a doctor, then you have to give up your fun and you have to study hard, right? So that's what Saturn is. So Saturn is most wonderful planet. If there was no Saturn, we would not be growing in life.
So we'll take our 2-3 minute break right now before we do a quick invocation. So yeah. And if you want to share what you want to offer today or what you want to observe, please do that in the chat. You're welcome to. I even invite our Quantos to share so that it becomes more clear. Shivo, which Deva should we invoke today?
Let's invoke Guru Brahaspati and Shanidev only.
Okay. Both of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we'll start in 2 minutes. And then we will, after the invocation, we'll directly go into Shavasana. And we'll end the meeting. And I invite everyone to, for tomorrow, fill the form. And yeah, you're most welcome in our workshop. We'd love to have you. So Mini, are you still here? Welcome to the workshop. I just got the message from Kshitij. So.
Hi, Mansi.
Hi, I'm super excited. So Mini is, she's an author and she's also a PR, right? Mini, can you introduce yourself? And I'm so excited that she'll be joining our APY course. You will love it, Mini. Oh, hi, Jeet. I didn't see you. Hi.
Hi, Mansi. Kim Chair.
What's Majama?
I joined recently and just soaking in your words. And funny thing is, you called me out. Funny thing, at least synchronicity, no koi jawab nathi. When you were talking about, और जब शिवो सर ने भी बोला, प्रणाम शिवो सर, कैसे आप? कि invoke both.
Yeah.
I was so tempted during this 2-minute bio break, silent bio break, when you said, and I invite the Quantos to share so everybody knows what exactly is going on. And I was like, Nini, I'm biting my tongue here saying, no, I'm not going to say it. And then you call me out. So it's like crazy. I actually had a huge argument, which never happens, or I probably have only had once, with Shani Dev 2 days ago and yesterday. I was actually looking up at the full moon and yelling how disappointed I am with him. Hi, guys.
Hi,
it's the weekend here, so I'm in my weekend vibes. Huge argument with him of wherever I felt like these were conditions that I could not control. Hi, Ranju. I love you. And काफी बार हमसे गलतियां हो जाती हैं, हम भुगतते हैं, ठीक है, लेकिन काफी बार हम कॉन्शियस होते हैं एंड सर्कमस्टांसेस ऐसे होते हैं जिन्हें आप बीट ही नहीं कर सकते हो. तो व्हाट डू यू डू? Where do you go? Who do you complain to? And I've seen a repeated pattern. It's been very repetitive in certain places. It's been very repetitive for things that I really, really was passionate about. And that's why it hurts so deeply. I used to be, so I'm the third child, 9 and 7 years younger to both the other siblings. Always a third wheel. I wasn't taken care of very well, very absent parents, fine. I really wanted to have an education and wanted to open up charities. Didn't get to complete that. Got married, was very hard working at my marriage. I really had to work hard to be somebody. Didn't work out. I thought I was an earning mom, a normal person. Didn't work out. Total failure as even a mother. Came to a point where it was like, what the F is going on? हर चीज जिसमें दिल लगाया, हर चीज जिसे पाने की चाहत थी. It was a very नेक चाहत. The business was supposed to be growth for the team, for the family, for growth, for success, for the future, for raising the kids. Total smash. My marriage, the extended family, I was not to prove a point of who I am, but when I marry a person, I married his whole family, his flaws, his weaknesses, everything. Didn't work out. When I really wanted to get my degrees and start charities or start giving back and adopting kids, it wasn't for a name or a fame. I've never, thankfully, worried about that. My competition has never been someone else, which is, knock on wood, the only thing I can hold proud. But it's always been that. And I had a huge argument with him. And I was like, I don't understand who I go to. And for the first time ever, I said these words. I'm so disappointed in you, Shani Dev. I yelled this. I was like, I am, because I've helped you. I've held you so close. And I've heard people wo Shani Dasha and Sade Sati. I was never afraid of those because I always felt fine.
Jeet, maybe today is the day. Yeah, maybe today is the day.
It's so weird. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe today is the day, and we will go deep with Shani Dev, and this is going to last for 5 months. So it's going to last for a really long time till October. And with Aquarius, you get a chance, with the retrograde, you get a chance to do over. You get a chance to, the things that have not worked, there is a chance to close them. And Aquarius is very futuristic. It is, it can create things in the future. So those mistakes or those incompletions that have been left about can create something. So let us go into invocation mode. Yeah. So
gratitude to you, Mansi, for calling me out. Gratitude to the space and the time. And I'm sorry, everybody, but I wasn't going to say it. And I guess somebody has to hear this as well. So thank you, everyone.
Yeah, it's all what is meant to be. Yeah, it's exactly in that divine order. So invite everyone to sit comfortably, keep your palms open, and we will keep our eyes closed and spine straight throughout the invocation, except in Shavasana, we will lie down request you all to go into Shavasana for at least 10 to 15 minutes, because that is when the real synthesis, the relaxation, the release happens. Okay. So thank you. So I invite everyone to close your eyes. Feel your spine getting straighter. Your palms open and on your knees. And we'll start connecting with our body. Feel the region on top of your head. You can feel the region 6 inches above, 9 inches above. Just observe. If you can't feel anything, observe that. Bring the awareness to your head. Inside your head. Your crown. To your third eye, which is between your brows. Your eyebrows, eyes, nose, mouth, ears, your whole face. Observe if anything feels different, whether the vibration or the energy is same throughout. Observe whether you can feel a part and not the other. Observe your neck, shoulders, arms, palms. Feel your torso, your lungs, your heart, your belly. Your genitals. As you bring your awareness to the body part, in some cases the vibration might increase. In some cases it might relax. And in some cases there may not be any change. Observe. Observe your legs, your inner thigh, your thighs, your knees, your legs, your soles. Observe the entire back of your body. From the head all the way down the spine. And now feel your entire body. Where does your body end? Feel the aura around the body. And as we are sitting here, I feel we are all at the center of our horoscopes today. All the houses of our horoscope surrounding us. All the planets are surrounding us. All the energy, the interaction between them. Everything is coming into our awareness. And we are all sitting here, energy centers in our horoscope. And in the sky, right now, there is the zodiac of Pisces with the planets Jupiter and Mars. Which are interacting with our horoscope, with us. There is the zodiac of Aquarius, with a Saturn who is appearing to move backwards for us. And that energy is also interacting with us. There are many such different energy fields that are all around us today. And we are all in it, observing the space that flows between all of us. And now we will invoke the quantum vibrational field. Quanto. 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 Please invite your masters to join you in this. We will also invite Guru Brahaspati and Shani. I invoke Guru Brahaspati. I invoke Guru Brahaspati. I invoke Guru Brahaspati. We will invoke Shani Dev, and perhaps you might feel the difference in the energies. I invoke Shani Dev. I invoke Shani Dev. I invoke Shani Dev.
Feel the energies entering you from everywhere. You are at the center and everything is entering you. All these divine energies. Pay attention to your breath. Let these energies become part of your prana and spread everywhere. And now we will go into the incidences of our life, which we have left incomplete. If you know which house your Aquarius is, you can go into incidences related with it. Or in every case, you can look at places, incidences, issues, where you have left things incomplete. Go completely into that incident. What had exactly happened? Who were the people? What was your emotion? What was the block? What was the mistake? Go into that incident and feel that incident in your body. Where do you feel it? How does it feel? That completion is stored in your body. And right now you have the yantra. And all these energies are entering you. Go to the place where this incompletion is stored. Let this tapa happen in your body.
And now with Guru Brihaspati and Mangal, we will enter into the Pisces region of our chart. Is there any vision or idea that has come up where you feel very enthusiastic about, where you feel you have a lot of energy and you want to manifest it? This could be an idea which is for the good of everyone. So please go into that idea. Go into why you're doing it, how it will help. Discuss this plan with Guru Brihaspati. As you go into the plan, you may feel it in your body. And now we'll go into Shavasana. Please lie down with equal weight on both sides of the body. Thank you so much for joining our session today. Please avail of these gifts. It is a joy and pleasure to give it to you. And if you're interested, please join us in our workshop. We welcome you. Thank you so much. Lots of love. We'll end the session now.